and it's hard to be a team member, and especially if you're leading a team and you're acting as if you're just working by yourself, right? And not working with others. I think that's really important. Is the perception of what people sees you. It means a lot more than how you feel about yourself. I mean, not that we don't want to reflect it on ourselves, but I think it's worth the time to actually ask other people, how do you think that I'm doing? Right? And especially asking the team members, how do you think you're doing? Oh, yes. We have Dr. Fang over here. She's a professor from FIU. Dr. Fang, would you like to come over to say a few words? Oh, yeah, we have a mic over there. She can type into the conversation as well.
Thank you, everyone. I naturally have a loud voice, so I don't think I need the microphone. But if you have any trouble listening to me, just let me know. Since the topic is innovation and the next generation, actually, I will just give my mic to my student, which I bring here. And I would like my students to maybe ask our honored speakers some questions, because this is about their topic, right? The next generation, the innovation, the youth leadership. I think she would have a lot of questions to ask. And thanks for this learning opportunity.
Hi, thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me. First of all, my name is Dashi Saint Grace. You can call me Grace. I'm with the FIU, Florida International University, and thank you to Dr. Fang and also Dr. Professor Wang, who's not here, who invited me. So actually I'm here for moderating the Expo session, but plan change, I understand, totally understand. And it was really lovely to meet Ms. Lee Chung here. My first time meeting here, but giving your speech and listening to you, it was very inspiring. And looking at you, I know that you're much younger, a lot younger, to be a director and also an entrepreneur. And this is such an inspiring hope for all the AAPI youths here. So my first question, I'm sure I would like to open some also other questions from the audience as well. But my first question is, as a woman leader and also entrepreneur in America, how did you cope with the cultural diversity, which is, I think, has already asked, but at the same time, how do we stay rooted with the cultural and also keeping up with the innovation? Because the globalization, modernization, it's not tradition and modernization anymore. It's innovation, and tradition, heritage, culture are a part of it. And as you also own a Filipino restaurant, so how do you ingrain these values with the rapid movement of this innovation, this whole trend going on? That would be my first question. And I would like to open the floor to everybody here, especially the young people who are our future entrepreneurs. Over to you.
Thank you. So your question was how, as a female entrepreneur, how we are keeping tradition and culture alive amidst the rapidly changing environment of innovation. Yeah, I think, well, for speaking about jeepney, tradition and culture, culture is very in jeepney because it's not, we really tout our Filipino culture. And it's not just Filipino, it's Filipino American and almost third culture. And if you're not familiar with third culture, it's really, being hyphenated. Like my daughter, for example, is third culture. She's half Filipino, my husband's Colombian and American. And jeepney really embodies Filipino culture as well as the changing population of the U.S. So we have adapted to that in how we market, especially with advertising, with how fast TikTok, Instagram is really influencing our market, our target market, and in our food. So, years ago, maybe even still now, fusion is kind of the bad connotation because people think of it as inauthentic, but America is fusion. And now there are other Filipino concepts that are popping up. That's a mix of Filipino and Cuban, Filipino and Indian. And I think not being afraid to embrace that is really key, and kind of speaks to what you discussed as globalization and the increase of the Asian population here in the U.S. So we try to keep true to our tradition in that we educate our consumers about Filipino history, about the roots of a Filipino dish. But even Filipino food itself is a fusion because we were colonized. So there's Spanish, there's Chinese, there's Japanese, and there's even Muslim influence. So I think that just being true to communicating that history is really how we keep up with the times, because storytelling really never goes out of style.
Thank you so much. For that, if anybody would like to comment and respond and ask questions, please feel free to chip in because I have more. I don't know how much time we have.
We have 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. So I have a second follow-up question. You mentioned about educating our consumer here. Since we all here from different region of Asia, through our work, like in this time of the climate and environment and everything, what would be the best tool to educate our consumerism and consumer, especially in here, our market, to be integrated more into our respective culture? And what have you learned throughout your own your restaurant? Also, maybe through mentorship, the community that you're trying to live in, like what would be the best tool to utilize here?
What would be the best way to meaning like keep in touch with our culture?
Yes, at the same time, to the market here. You mentioned about narrative, the storytelling that you use with your restaurants to educate our consumer about the culture and not majority shifting into what the taste here. For example, let me be very honest. I feel like I like the food from our Asian countries, but here I felt like the taste and menu have to change and adapt. Which I felt a little bit, yes, but what about our own taste, right? How about we educate the people here about the traditional authenticity of those tastes belonging to different regions? What would be like the best tool and possible way to do that?
Yeah, wow, this is like a marketing question. So I think that specifically in food, and even for Chinese food, it's becoming trending to not just offer Chinese food because the consumer is becoming more educated and pickier about what they eat, and they want to know. They want everything to be authentic, and I think specifically for Chinese food, there's growing trends in regionality. So specifically Sichuan food, Fly by Jing. I'm not sure if you know of the brand, but it's a chili crisp that went viral Jing really holds true to the region that it is from, and is, does not apologize for the taste of it. And I think that, yes, it is a marketing tool to kind of dumb down our foods, because we think that the American consumer can't take it or is not used to it. I think there does have to be a learning curve. We have to ease them into it. But I think the way to best do that, so that people start adapting to it and not shying away from it because it's so different, is through storytelling. As I think storytelling is such a big tool to show that, this person who doesn't look like me has the same feelings and emotions as me. So it's about relatability of the person who is speaking to a certain product or service, I think.
Thank you so much. That answered it. I would love to open the floor to the audience here as well. More questions are welcome. Yes. If not, should I?
All right, I'll ask the next question. I actually have some questions over here that I got from the audience. So the next question, I think, and I relate to a lot of people, especially nowadays. So, this is just not for one profession, but for many professionals. When we grow up, even just, for my children, we always teach them to keep their head down and work really hard to get what they want. But it's this, because of the change of time and technology and AI, that seems like no longer to hold true. And the hard work, it barely is enough to make any significant, I guess, change in life or get to where you want to be. So what does it mean in today's landscape to truly speak up, show up, and lead visibly, not through hard work, if there are any other ways to get to there and achieve dreams?
Yeah, thank you for that. So I think with the younger generation specifically, Gen Zers are very interested in work-life balance and showing up to work as your whole self, not just your work self. And I have to say, even for me, that was hard because I compartmentalize my life into, like, I'm a professional, this is who I am at work, and then when I'm at home, I'm a different person. And I learned that keeping your head down and working hard is not necessarily going to get you further, especially if you're working amongst a team, because and this is kind of speaking to what you're mentioning, Kathy, because then they don't get to know you, and they don't get to divulge things to you that may honestly help your team be better and work better and be more efficient. So I think part of changing past that is to learn to be a little bit more vulnerable, being more open with who you are, past your work self. And I think if as organizations, to know who you are past what your tasks are, ultimately move the organization further. So for example, in ACE Next Gen, when we have our things, we have our weekly kind of update meetings. We talk about, what's a personal highlight that happened the week before. And this really helps us to get to know each other and find out who we are past what we're doing at work. So I think that being able to show up to work as your complete self will ultimately make you a better leader, increase your empathy, which helps you to become a better leader, and be be able to know different things about your team members so you know what to say to help them be more efficient in their jobs, which ultimately increases productivity and profitability of your business, right? So.
Anybody wants to tap into that? I'm sure a lot of you have experiences in such areas. Many of you are leaders yourself, and you're a leader in your own business. So if you want to share some of your experience to our youngsters, I believe that would greatly help them as well.
Okay, I'm going to say a few words and I'm going to do a little announcements. We try to get this done within 30 minutes the most. We are going to have a ribbon cutting hosted by the Broward County, which is 2:30. We will be doing the ribbon cutting. That's one. And then another thing is I want to kind of introduce the program a little bit, why we're here and then why we're doing this, right? This is the first time ever for FITCE to have the Asian pavilions, right? And then the purpose for this is to unite the local community organizations to be seen, to be heard in the mainstream. So, and then one of the things one of the questions I will have with later with John is what opportunity consider from your organization you have available to offer the young generations, or we have the community leader here, and then our second generations are looking for some opportunity or connections. So from your perspective, what do you think that you can offer to these generations, these young fools? Back to the organizations here, and it's very thankful for everybody's support, and then special thanks to Kenneth, and probably most people know him already, as our major partner to make this happen. And then if you want to say a few words.
Basically, I want to thank everybody who's gave your time today as volunteers and cared about the communities, because it is very important for us that in order for us to have a strong community where everybody is able to come out and support what we do, it could be donations, it could be because you want to get involved. I think that us as an Asian community, that we show the local governments that, hey, we're able to do something together, and for them to see how our community works. That's how we be able to improve and get a lot more out of the local governments. For example, grants that we own a business that you might not even know that exists for your business. These are all the tools and the resources that we're able to provide once we could show the cities and the local governments that, how important we are as a community, as a minority. So hopefully that by next year, we're able to grow this even bigger, bring more cultures in, different, Philippines, Vietnam, Thai, Chinese. I think that way to influence the local communities, the local leaders, to see how stronger we are. And again, thank you for all the volunteers today to be here. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you. And to answer your question, for ACE and Jen, feel free to speak with me afterwards if you want to learn more. But what we can offer is, essentially a network, a community of people who, not just locally here in Miami and South Florida, but across the U.S. For anything that you might need for your business. It's probably one of the most open organizations I've ever met. They're so willing to help. And I think coming from Miami, where jaded with networking events where it's very transactional. Ace Next Gen is not like that. They genuinely care about who you are and want to help you, and which is why I wanted to join and create a chapter here in Miami. So it's really a network that can help grow your business with any facet that you may need. We're building a membership program for next year for those members who are really looking to, who are serious about growing their businesses. And this includes a speaker series with different experts, ranging from marketing to accounting to legal, and they offer office hours for you guys to have one-on-one sessions with them. And we're also building different membership tiers that includes more events for you to be able to take part of and meet others across the U.S. Additionally, we have a local event that we are building right now in about a month, where we have a representative from Amazon coming in. So if anybody who's interested in, who's in the e-commerce business or interested in e-commerce or CPG, we have someone from Amazon to talk about their program and their marketing if you're interested in taking part in Amazon. So that's kind of the low-hanging fruit or upcoming events that we have.
Can I just have one follow-up question? Maybe not just to Ms. Lee Jong, but also to Mr. Yang and Tan as well. The question and the comment and the purpose that you mentioned are actually, this is very insightful and I think very precious. Apology for my ignorance. I'm an international student here. I'm majoring in Asian studies, ironically, not in business, but I do, in FIU, we do have a small portion of Asian international students who are focusing on business, administration, finance, international business, but we have not seen any consultation or like tailoring. We call it tailoring at school. That would often come to these Korea Expo to the students. Most of them are American companies, but not a lot on Asian specifically. So I was hoping, I know this is the very first time setting up, and I really appreciate it. And I think this can be bigger because the purpose and the intention is very genuine, and I hope more success to it, and I hope that this could be more international students who are also from the Asian descent. Maybe they might not be from a, like a first generation, second generation, but I do think the community could do stronger if we could utilize these resources. For example, like me, I'm here for just a short time. You never know which space we're going to move around because we're here studying, but we still have these resources in Miami. So if Dr. Fang and Dr. Wang would not invited me here, I would not know that how much the community is trying to make to be seen. And I think this is a very genuine effort. With this kind of effort, I think it can do bigger, more and more genuine people. And I appreciate your input, and I hope that this could be more strategically and practically draw in more international Asian students in the future as well.
So just to add on, and then just so you know that one of the main purposes that we have is to connect with the mainstream government, right? So we actually have, from there, we actually have pretty a lot of opportunity that in order to connect to the commissioners and to connect to the mayor, specific in Broward County and then so is in Dade County as well. So if the challenge is to develop the channels between us, our group, our local community, and the young young generations. So that's the challenge we have, and then we've been working very closely with Dr. Fong, and then so I believe the next gen will be the good, channels to kind of bridge between the gap. So you audience. Do you have any questions to?
I want to say something. I'm sorry, everybody's quiet because I don't think we're young enough to voice our, sorry, so I think everybody's quiet because we're not young anymore. I've been 28 for a very long time.
Yeah, if I can word it.
Hello, my
you
name is
can voice it.
Marlena, and I just want to let you guys, thank you so much, Nina, for inviting me, and, it was so exciting that I didn't know I got invited in such an amazing group. Asians has always been leaders. So I'm from California, so I feel like maybe in South Florida, it's minority, but we're not minority. So if you actually go to LA, New York, we do have very strong footprint. So for the younger generation, I would say leverage the older people's knowledge, but expand and have the confidence to be authentic, because 85 degrees never changed who they were. Think Typhoon never changed who they were. And they successfully developed who we are. The power of Asians are community, okay? If we are struggling, there's a group of people ready to help us. And I think that that is something that the group is trying to do, which they can expose younger generations to different states, right? We're very powerful, right? So I feel like maybe I'm not from Florida because I'm from California and I was raised in Taiwan. So I just never really see us as a minority. I feel like we are leaders that need to show them what we have, but we're just so quiet, we don't want them to know, right? What we have. We're like, oh, yeah, we have superpowers, but we don't want them to know. So I feel like for the younger generation is to define your voice, whatever that voice is, and be confident, because you are in a very strong community where everybody is willing to jump and help you. You just have to find that community, right? You have to have idols, right? So I have a lot of idols in Asian cultures, and and in food industry, because I'm Taiwanese, boba's everywhere, right? We're leaders. We're leaders, period. And there's no, it's just about how to expand in areas that don't know who we are. And it's an honor to be in a city that we're able to lead and show them who we are. But if you feel like, I don't think Florida is a good representation of the Asian community. I think that this is amazing that we have a group of people here saying, hey, we're not alone, we're here. But if you're from California or you're from New York, like we're definitely not minority. We're definitely very strong. So I feel like in Florida, we need to find the strength and pull that together. And I think the group is amazing. Like I didn't even know there's a group like that. And and you can reach out to so many different chapters, and you have like sisterhoods and brotherhoods that can show you, hey, if you want to go here, hey, we're here to support you. That's amazing. And for younger generations, especially people that's interested in business, I definitely would recommend joining a lot of entrepreneur groups. There's a lot of entrepreneur groups, all kinds of entrepreneur groups, but also just to follow leaders that you wanted to become. And you might be that person, right? That next leader they're looking for. So it's not really about personality. It's not really about introvert or extrovert, right? Steve Jobs is an introvert. It's not about that. It's about being who you are and being confident to show the world and have that support system kind of like take you to your destination. So that's what I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you. And I just want to respond to that. And I really love what you said about like we Asians, we are the leaders, because I think in like research, or I have people actually telling me that leadership is not in your Asian gene. That's what I have heard. Yeah. So I think this message of like our Asians, we can be leaders, that message itself is so powerful. So thank you for that message. And also I think like that type of counter story, because we Asians are always perceived as like quiet, hardworking, but not taking the leadership, right? So it's so important for us to have that kind of counter story. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I just want to say, from my own experience, at times, as when nobody else believes in you, must believe in yourself, period. You have to have the courage to ask for what you want, because nobody's going to hand to you what you want. If you don't ask, nobody knows that's what you want. Only hides inside of you. Having support system helps to open the door to communicate and learn new things. But learning is in your head, same thing, keep to yourself. And that's just knowledge that you embed into your own genes. But having that courage to ask and say, I'm good at this, you need to show them. Sometimes people don't see because we're living in such a busy world. People, even your own leader may not see that you have the ability to grow into something, grow something into something special. But you have to verbalize that. You have to have the courage to sell yourself. And that is very important. Because nobody's going to sit there 24 hours to check on you and are you okay? What did you learn today? What else do you know? Nobody's going to do that. You have to show them what you can. And be a leadership, I have to say leaders are loners. You're very lonely when you get to a certain level of leadership. Nobody you get a lot of resistance when you try to change anything. There's always a lot of resistance, pushbacks, jealousy. You have to learn to filter those things out. Very easy. You just have to focus on yourself. Focus on your goals and work on it. I'm going to open the floor for other leaders to share their experience.
Yeah, another thing is curious on learning as appearance. Do you anybody have some comments or suggestions how to encourage our second generation to more productive or more involved in the mainstream? If there's anybody have comments on that, because I can tell them, including myself, the challenge is that our kids don't listen to their parents, right? They listen to somebody else's parents. So from there, I'm pretty sure everybody has the same challenge. I can't even talk to my daughters, or put it this way. So not to mention how to encourage you to do something specific. They definitely go opposite. So I don't know if anybody have experience how to encourage your kids, how to make them move the way that how we expect. Not necessarily it's the right way, but at least in our age, our generation, what we have, in addition, a lot of money, right? Some people, right? But the most valuable thing is our connections, right? For example, it takes us a lot to get into this room, allow us to get into this room by the county, by the government. So it takes the kids a lot to figure out how to have the meeting in this room. But by working with this, by joining us, the very next time you want to do the same thing, you know where to go. You know how to make it happen. So we get this room for free, pretty much. So this is the access, this is the connection that I'm talking about. And I really want, our community or the second generation to be able to utilize, right, take advantage of it. So anyone have comments? Dr. Yu, stay on. I'll let you to introduce yourself.
Okay, yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jimmy Yu. I'm the chair of the World Language Department at Miami College, and also sitting on the Asian American Advisory Board at Miami College. My voice is loud enough, right? All right. Well, I just want to thank you. Thank our organizer for this wonderful forum. And I think this is extremely important for our community leaders and also our youngsters getting together to really discuss this important topic of young leadership in South Florida. And one comment I have is that I would say the point I heard from our, in our discussion here, number one, it's very, very important that we have to believe in well, wonderful colleagues, friends from California, from New York. Yeah, I think they are majority. They're a huge number, large number of Asian American community right there. So mentality is different. But here, look at the statistics here. The Asian population in Florida is much, much less. And yeah, I really like the comment said, being a leader is not easy. It's very low. It's lonely when you get to certain levels. And you have to develop strong mentality. And for our youngsters here, and there are a lot of very valuable advice we can hear this afternoon. Look for your supporting system. Look for mentors. Look for those resources right there. That a lot of people want to help. As an educator, and I'm really very thankful for a lot of people help me along the way. So be brave, stay brave, look for opportunities, and seize opportunities. And today is a great example that, and this time to build up your connections and set your mindset. And yes, Asians are leaders. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of story you can share. Asians are leaders. So we are in terms of population numbers, yes, we are smaller. But mentally we are very strong. We have a lot of supporting system. We have a huge cultural heritage from Asia, from mother culture. And the Asians are hardworking and good learners. We really believe in lifelong learning. We learn from anybody, from everywhere. That's our strength. And I hope we will have more opportunities like this. And our organizers, so we have, developed a series of, getting together, connecting with our youngsters here, and really put our effort here to really help to grow our next generation leadership. Thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you. We have one question at the back. Yes.
Is the mic working? Yes. Because I accidentally sit in front of mic, and then I guess I'm supposed to say something. First, thank you for organizing this. My name is Diana Xue. I come from Orlando, Florida. This morning I got up at 5 a.m. and ride the Brine line so I can able to be here on time, be with you guys. One reason I come here because I know this event was sponsored by Beimei Jingji Daobao. Unfortunately, I know the Chinese name so well, I don't even know the American name. And I live in Florida for 27 years. So Beimei Jingji Daobao has been, when there's a paper time, this newspaper has been with me through for many years. You go to any supermarket, these are something you reachable to the information for the Chinese community for many years. And I see the world through the newspaper. And today I saw you guys organize this event. I came all the way here. I dressed up, I don't even know many people, but I just want to give back to the community. I asked Luo Chen, I said, do you need someone help you dress up so I can demonstrate Chinese culture? She said, sure, just come here. So I just come here. I don't know many of you here, but I want to see here, I want to show some support. When you give to the community, I know the newspaper will freely give to the community. When you freely give to the community, one day, the community will give back to you. So, that's why I'm here today. But today for the young people, I want to say something. We are Chinese. We are the leader. We are smart. We are wisdom. We are strong. But we need to be more seen by the world. We need to show more appearance. We can't be hide. Just a few years ago, I'm still very quiet. I'm an Asian woman, very shy Asian woman, stay home, raise my kids, teach him math, and make sure he play piano maybe. But, we goes nowhere. And I know some of you here. I know some of you because a few years ago we have that bill, SB 264. We go to some of the events together, and that's how we got united together. I work for Siemens Energy. I'm a commercial project manager at Siemens Energy. This is the energy sector, And today with the AI raising world, with the data center everywhere need electricity, we build power plants to generate electricity. But we know our company, there's a time stock market is $6, and today's stock market $116. Why you have this sway? Because I know a business, doesn't matter, it's a small business or big business like Siemens, it need to be connected with the policy. You cannot let your business survive without the local government, the local policy support your business, support the economy. You can be the best business plan, but if the local government, local community, local policies do not support Asian, then our business won't expand as we want it. So as everybody here, if you are U.S. citizen, I urge you to vote, register to vote. Doesn't matter what party you belong to. I urge you to be engaged civilly, so you can be engaged in this country. Because if in Florida we are 5% Asian, the governors, the policies, everything, they can be favored to us only when Florida swing. When Florida get back to a swing county state, then our policy matters, our voice matters. I want everybody be appearance more. If you're young generation, ask for your mayor race. When your mayor gonna have election? When your county commissioner have election? When your district commissioner, your house representative, who is your senator? When they're running their race, try to be friend with them. Help them knock a few doors. You will be their friend. When they elect to become mayor, you are mayor's friend. They will help your business because you help them. So I'm also a state committee woman for the Democrat Party. The reason I decided to join is because I want to be the policymaker. I want to be directly involved. I can be changing the policy, but not become a menu on the table. But I need the community support, and I want everybody. You can do it. It's not something that hard. I used to be just a mom, super quiet, super shy. But I step out. I just help one person in my district, try to help them do a few, vote, a few door knocking, ask people to vote, and they appreciate it. So that's my message to everybody. But again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so fortunate to be with you guys.
Thank you, everybody. I want to, it is 2:11, our ribbon cutting. We have only a little bit time left. I would like to say a few words to our organizers, Mr. Kenny Tan and Mr. Kenneth Young. Without having to really introduce these two, everyone knows that they are very famous Chinese leaders here in our community, especially in South Florida and throughout Florida in whole. Over the years, they've done a lot of good work to give back to our Chinese community and Asian communities as a whole. They're not only leading by example, but they're also leading in many ways, such as in politics, education, and they offer scholarships. They have a lot of programs for our youngsters and also for organizing an event like this called a roundtable. I think it's such a wonderful idea for us to even continue this roundtable in the future. Maybe it is good for us to have a chat group called FITCE Roundtable, and we can add more members who would love to join us to share good practices of leadership, policy, decisions, and discovering and supporting systems for our next generation. This would be a good channel for us all to have. And also, I would like to invite Li Jun from her organization NextGen to join us as well, so we can all share our resources to help each other within our Asian community. Because we're actually, even though we're only 5% of the population here in South Florida, but if you look at our average education level, we're actually very educated and smart people. We have the backbone to stand strong, but I think we need to build a tighter community. The tighter community can come together and make us even stronger. we can also make our community be heard louder, bolder. We want to build our leadership not only in entrepreneurship, but also in politics. I think politics is like, I'm sorry, I got to catch. Diana mentioned earlier, politics is actually more important in building business and also have the lawmakers to hear what we want. If we want to have a say, we need to have people in the system. If we don't, then we're always outsider. I don't know if you all agree with me, but that's the way I see, and that's the way it has been before. So I think it's time for us to get together and start talking about this topic more frequently. So maybe when we have a chat group, we can set up some solid time frame schedules on a regular basis, like monthly discussions or weekly discussions, or however that we would like to work on this roundtable for the future. You know, this would be a good platform for us to continue.
All right, we have 5 more minutes. Let's get the group pictures so we can get up there to do the ribbon cutting. All right? Again, thank you very much, everybody.
Picture taking here or no?
Yeah, take a picture here, then we'll be back to.
So everybody's staying over there? Okay. Everyone going over there? All right, group picture taking right here.
2:30 gonna ribbon cutting. Yeah, hurry up. We got the ladies first rows, gentlemen, and the taller ones third. Okay.
Everybody come around.
Okay, can ladies,
So we can have some chairs.
矮的，我是矮的，在前面。
Otherwise, it's too many people.
come on, people.
Yeah. Can we put some chairs over?
过来，过来，美女，到这来。过来，过来，过来，过来，过来，过来。
杨会长跟蔡会长坐在这里，多一下来。不用，前面几个坐起来。杨会长跟邓会长坐在前面，你们是这个前面。领导在前面。会长，够了，够这么多张行了，对，够了。 这么多张，行了。
坐前面，你坐前面，有位置就到前面嘛。有位置到前面。
你是逮牢，你坐在前面了。坐，逮牢坐下。你也可以坐。那不然就过来，左前姐你也进来，左前姐进来，左前过来，进来，我女儿在拍着呢也行，来。 他那个这个挡着的，左前姐进来，这个在拍，他也在拍，在侧面拍，
这样行吗？
可以吗？
可以。
露脸哈。
我感觉人家说的，你看不到镜头，镜头就看不到你啊。
能看得到。Do you wanna come? 等一下，等一下啊，我女儿也在拍。好的，Hold on second please。长得好漂亮。
再帮忙那几个电话。
啊，他好远啊。他那个照相机。
哎，
稍等一下，让后面的照相机拍一下。
你让他女儿拍。
不，他那个过不来，门被他挡住了，门可以。他那个可以 adjust 吧？
能照得到吗？你这个？
对，好远啊。广角。
Okay.
挤一点，
挤一点，
还可以吗？
对，全部把门打开，把边门打开就可以了。塞到沿着那边打开一下就行，这样就可以更大的空间。
要这么着走呀？有那么宽吗？可能手机的可以宽一点。
嗯，可以的，可以了，可以了。
你那边在 run 是吧？还有其他人吗？
还有相机手机。
杨月，你那边在 run 是吧？你那个 camera。
这不用了，前面5分钟。
你也过来。
现在在 run 是吧？
没有啊。好，你先搞，你这样，我这不需要了，全有。
啊，谢谢。
还有。
啊 ，thank you。
今天这个叫圆桌会议，圆桌会议。
这是要进去干嘛的？对，他们人多了。过来。啊，介绍帅哥来。过来，看我站到这个院上。
你好，美女，你们要拍照吗？可以聊2句吗？
可以啊，等一下。
我在直播。
啊，不是软糖真的。
我在直播，可以吗？
啊，你直播啊？等一下，要远一点。
远一点。
Filter please, make me prettier。等一下，我们加个微信。
好，
加个微信啊。
加个微信。
我比较常用 WhatsApp 跟 Chat Line， 可是没关系。
那 WeChat。
教我怎么加我的 WeChat。怎么这么瘦？
我先上去了，马琳娜。你先上去了。
好呗。哎，你不是要 Tina， 他们不是要剪 ribbon 吗？对，好像在手上吧。照这样上很漂亮。
可以啊。好。是可以啊，我给你照，不影响。不影响，我把这个放在这儿，可以了。来，给你们照张相。
还有美。跟你们2个高个子在一起，我还是平着写。
你这个屏幕特意搞得这么模糊吗？
啊？
我的屏幕很模糊
不
吗？
是，你看这种
哎呦哎呀，
这种效果，
没有，是因为手机模糊了。
我们要上去了，我们要去捡那个。
上去说吧，上去说也行。
George 已经说了 ，Do you guys sell something? Shoot. I have KPIs to hit. Guys, come on. 讲的话是喂。
跟你单独聊两句可以吗？
可以啊。
可以，你是啊？
你要录吧，是吧？
这是在直播。
好。
可以吗？
好，你好，你好，直播。
自我介绍一下吧。
你好，我是。
没事，双手拿着就行。
你好，我叫 Marlena， 今天很开心可以来参加这个会场。
这个背景比较好，继续说。
真的好
这个漂亮啊，漂亮。
你要我说什么呢？
玛丽娜，这个
我在
从哪里来？哪里过来？
对，我在佛罗里达，我是台湾人，我住佛罗里达已经3年了，然后我在开一家医美诊所。
哇，医美诊所厉害啊！
所以你们如果要来的话，来我这边，我们打肉毒杆菌啊，变美的都来找我。
哇，厉害！能问一下你的芳龄吗？
张绮贞。
芳龄就是
我几岁？
多大？
我28岁，很久了。
啊，结婚了吗？
离婚了，2个孩子。走，
好的，
剪彩。
好的。
离婚了，2个孩子。
啊，回头聊可以聊。
我这个痘痘什么的。你要帮我修一下哦。
修不了了，直播已经全世界已经，川普已经看到了。
全国看到了。
不是，川普已经看到了。
太棒了。所以如果我的业绩就靠
直播，好。这不是短视频，这是油管。你可以加一下我的油管频道，或者你接下我的电话号码吧，完了分享给你。
我要怎么看你的？
你这样，你先留我的电话号码，我分享给你。
你加，我不会。
不用1吧？
要啊，因为这个是。
反正美国电话。
好的。
你这美国电话。
Create right， 然后你叫什么名字？
刘海波。
海波。
海波。不，你美国电话前面加1行吗？我也是美国电话，你也美国电话。好像是不用。
可以，我简讯你。
你简讯看一看，收不到的话，好，你先上。
你是拍给谁看啊？是全国？
全世界啊！
全世界这么厉害？我叫 Marlena
啊。
台湾人。我姓张。洛杉矶人。
你是在美国长大吗？
对啊，我8岁来的。
8岁来的，那你就是地道美国人了。
地道美国人。
我才搬过来2年。
哇哦
！2年啊。
习惯吗？
我这个地方经常来，我10几年都经常来。
你要去加州不好吗？
但是我主要做游艇生意，可能这边更好一点。对。您发出来了吗？
我发给你了，
我看一下啊。稍微切一下来看一下这个。
你看一下你有没有收到啊？
好。这个就是你的展位。
你好。
好的。我今天早上就路过了啊，美女。
But what is it? November 5th. Okay. And it's also like a booth, right?
Yes. 就刚才生意能做，声音嗓音必须洪亮，而且呢有思想，敢讲话。美女的展位。继续啊，刚才这个圆桌会议算是亚裔，其实以中国人为主，因为这个北美经济导报呢，就是中国人办的，所以他以中国人为主这个亚裔的社区搞了这么一个圆桌会议。吃个水果吧。这个会开的有点长，搞得我，但是我很专注啊。红毛丹。 May I have one?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Can you? But can you open for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You show it to my video. Yeah.
Well, I
这个是中国的红毛丹。
here, and then you can pull it
Yeah. Please help
Okay,
me.
let
Help
me
me.
take-
No worry.
Yeah, because
I
I use
like-
my hands.
I like the finger.
It looks like this.
OK，红毛丹这个是酸甜的，在这边很少能买到。Thank you。
You want one?
可能以前有的。在鄂兰多。可能以前，你不在买他们家？
在买，在鄂兰多。
你好，你好，我吃了你很多馄饨，我是大连人。
你今天有拍到我讲话视频是吗？
拍到了。
能发我吗？
但是它是你可以应该可以 download 的是在那个直播。
啊，是在直播里面。
我有没有拍到啊？
这个是
有拍到直播啊，
但没有录下来是吧？
你要想要，我可以想办法给你 download 下来。
你可以给我给你加
可以
微信。
好，
我也加你微信。
好的。
我认识就大连的朋友，在以前我去过大连，我去过大连一个月，我太开心了，我今天认识你。
那你这样，你就进微信，我刚才输我号码，他们加不上，你就记我美国电话。
电话里边。
美国电话。哎，你们在不在那个华联的群里面啊？
我都在这个群。
在华联的群里，你在群里，你打开那个群就能加到。
哪个？
华联的那个群，或者今天会议那个群也行。会议的那个群，对，不是，啊，这个参会。
那你帮我加上去。我认识那个这个因为大连的朋友很好了。
啊，我对你的馄饨也有建议。
这个最好。
我有建议，而且我要跟你学，我女儿惨死了，要吃馄饨。怎么宁静致远呢？不是。哦，你是宁静致远。你是宁静致远。
我去过大连，大连天气太好了。
大连的关键海鲜好吃。
哎呀，不是天气太好，我夏天的时候去大连。
那是因为你夏天，你广东人觉得凉快吗？
我是福建的。
福建的也觉得凉快嘛，干爽一些嘛。啊！我搞游艇的，做游艇生意的，你可以看一下，做一下。你看。
哦，
这是。
早认识你就好。
没事啊，
我餐馆以前很多的都做的那个。
你餐馆在哪里啊？
在 Homestay。
啊，好，你回头发给我，这是我。
OK。
前2天我拍的。
如果有你发一点给我。
可以。那现在也来呀，现在在直播啊，你介绍一下你的餐馆嘛，好不好？来，介绍一下。
这个我自己的餐馆吗？
对，来。
我餐馆是那个。
稍等一下。拿着这么讲就行，也不用太近
啊。餐馆吗？
啊，就介绍一下你的餐馆嘛。
我自己的餐馆吗？
对。您先介绍您的名字啊，从哪里来，老家哪里？
哦，我是福建的，福建福州的，就是福州产洛的。啊。我们来了美国。
您怎么称呼？
我姓林的，姓
林。双木林。
对。
啊，好，林先生。
3-4年了，我一直做餐馆吧。
啊。
就是我们也不会做什么，就是做餐馆。
啊。您餐馆在什么地方？
在 Homestay。
Homestay。
China Inn。
啊。
中国Inn。
是做了多少年了？
做了那个 Homestay 已经18年了。
18年。那您一定发大财了吧？
没有。这个就是换吃吧，大家不换一个换吃啊。
那你餐馆主要以什么为特色？
就是那个夹碎，南美洲人喜欢的。
美国人。
美国的是什么？
南美洲。
美国跟南美国那些。
啊，杂烩。就是结合了啊。
南美洲。
有多大面积？
多大面1400。
那很大，1400平。
很大。
啊。
我在帕布利那边。 我在帕布林那开幕坐在那里。
您要方便，您也可以说一下您的联系方式。如果有人在附近想订餐呢，也可以直接就给你打您电话了。您说一下您电话号码也行，在这里说就行。
OK。我餐馆电话号码是305-245-8822。
305-245-8822，305-245-8822。到佛罗里达呢，就找Home State。到佛罗里达 Home State 就找林先生来解馋，你也可以专门给大家做点家乡菜，定制一下也可以，
提前，
对不对？您说两句，这是董事长是吧？是董事长。
是，我也是开餐馆的。
你也是餐馆的。
对，我来
你怎么称呼？
我叫黎德英。我的中国餐馆叫Chinatown West。在152 Avenue Kendall Drive 42街。
在哪个城市？
迈阿密。
迈阿密就好找一点。
迈阿密的 Kendall Drive。152 Avenue 42街 Bird Road。那个历史已经有，明年就是27年了。
也是20多年了。
我从99年来美国的，所以一直都在餐饮业一直做下去。现在还在持续的开着，还有继续奋斗好多年，因为我的儿子在读，一个高1，一个高2。那我女儿她就已经大学毕业了，所以还得努力坚持努力。
你儿子要大一点，我们都可以考虑连个亲家。我是女儿，但是太小了。
我的儿子一个16岁，一个14岁，我女儿29岁。刚才在那边拍照帮忙摄影。
我看到了。
今天我们都是我们的好朋友几个带过来做义工，帮忙把我们那个华人社区。给它越办越好，越办越大，越强大。
好的。
对。
好的。您那个餐馆以什么特色为主？
我就是以美国还有南美洲为主。我们也有左宗鸡啊、芝麻鸡、芥蓝虾啦、什么芥蓝牛啊，这些米粉啊、水饺啊都有。鸡翅膀、排骨啊、上海卷都有，气碗汤、把楼饭捞面呢，这些都有。
今天我这个频道是以讲总体的政治经济这种总体的这个话题为主，但是今天这个认识一下，回头呢也加上我电话。我实际上现在我有个想法，而且已经在做了，我要做个专门吃的频道。
行。
叫美国泡菜。就开胃的。我们中国人在这儿吃的，说实话不太开心。
如果中国人，我们华人有经过迈阿密这边，上迈阿密这边，就去我们的店，去红色就去他的店。我的店号码是305-229-3988。
305-229-3988，305-229-3988。大名再说一遍。
我叫黎德英。
黎
德英，德国的德。
哪个姓？
姓就是儿子的儿，
黎德英这个姓在中国比较少。哪里的？
老家是福建省福清市的农田镇。
这个福建人
他是长乐的，我是福清的。
到这儿来找主持就得找福建帮。
为了生活，
为了生
活，要有努力。
好，很厉害。好的，我叫刘海波，你记一下我电话吧。
好，行。
你们俩记下我电话，就拿手机就记一下。
这是我餐馆。
好，拍一下哇，中国宴，这个太棒了，看一下，好，我电话323。580 2134 323-580，你们餐馆，就是搞2个特色菜，当场炒一炒，给大家看一看，好吧，我们保持联系啊，好，谢谢，好。这福建人都很能干，这福建的老乡在这边都开餐馆，都开了20几年，18年、20年，肯定第一赚钱了，第二呢里面有很多故事，但是福建人可能不会讲， 分享生活，他们都比较情感上相对还是保守的，不一定能愿意分享他们的个人的经历、生活的故事，但是也不一定啊，对吧？我们其实今天是冲着故事来的，冲着创业的故事来的，冲着人生奋斗的故事来的。嗯。
有机会就带他们去这个事情。对，这样才知道。因为我小时候我在读初中的时候，我妈带我看到很下苦的书，就是你看这个人就是基本上来说，这个才叫将来。但我儿子很小，带着他去迪士尼，我给他看一看，这个人在这儿救公主，这个人在这儿扫地，这个人在这儿卖票，这个人要站多久，对不对？然后我告诉他，这卖票的人。
锅贴啊，
吃吧，
锅贴啊。嗯。
妈妈小时候数学很差，就是因为不会阅读，所以呢，在美国走不远，然后呢，他就回去考
你好，你好。
这就是我告诉他的。
打扰一下两位美女，咱们一起聊10块钱的行吗？
行，聊10块钱。10块钱。
是人民币。
说中文吗？
没有，对呀，就是人民币嘛。
这美女聊聊。
就拿着说就行了。那个，因为你发言挺精彩的，就是说介绍你，认识一下，让我再做一个油管频道，刚刚开始也是，但是还是有一些观众的。讲法啊。
单独放油管频道。
对。没事。您的创业经历啊，你刚才讲那么好，这个，你职业经历会很感兴趣的，因为中国人都很想知道中国人在这儿怎么生活、怎么工作，就简单的讲讲，不用涉及到。好。
等一会儿我们先剪彩，好吧？剪完我就给你。
要剪彩了好的。要剪彩了。
走，剪完我给你找个安静点地方。
好，我们聊一聊，对。
我站在那里。
我就在这儿等着。
那你现在在等啥呢？
要剪彩现在。
你知道我儿子还在大连读书，以前我出国的时候他很小。
现在呢？
现在在我香港做工
以前在大连读书。
以前在大连。
在大连什么地方？
我也不知道，他在我出国的时候他很小，然后我亲戚在那里开杂货店，他就在那里托湖那里，在那里。
那我们是有共同语言啊。你儿子多大？
大连的都有。
你儿子多大
？30几了。
30几了啊，那
有机会去我香港那边看看。
好，一定。你可以，我确实想做一个就吃的频道，就是说，你炒菜的过程，对吧？但我们都不用多说，就是搞2个小菜，颠2下那种感觉。
有趣的时候提前告诉我。
对。好，而且呢，在这边把中国的餐饮呢真正给发挥出来。对，你们福建菜那么好，在这边我们吃不到，这边海鲜都有。
帮我提前，如果要来的时候提前告诉我。
好的，一定。好。好的。好。对。
那个这样吗？
我们2个人。
3个都在一起。
3个一起。
行。
来。
in China, but I need to in China, but I need to establish new company here.
Okay.
Yeah, and here. Yeah. And also, it's my hobby to do some social media. But in China, it's not so free. You can talk. But now it's free. I have chance to talk. Yeah. So
you have an opportunity to say what you want.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say something.
Okay.
You want me to say something to the camera?
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to say?
Wait a second.
Let me see your name. Let me see your name again.
Hi.
Haibo?
Yeah.
Haibo.
Yeah. You can speak to Chinese. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. It's okay. Just hold it. Okay.
So hello. Representing Haibo, representing China. My name is Leon. So I'm giving him a shout out. I'm from Jamaica. Just want to say hi to everybody in China. We appreciate you guys for your hard work. You guys came to my country and also did great work by building a lot of highways and so forth. So we do appreciate that. Keep up the good infrastructure. Wish you guys all the best. And, thank you for allowing me to speak to you guys. All right? Take care. One love. One love.
What's the most favorite thing about China for you?
I mean, from what I hear, the most favorite thing is the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
It's the most monumental thing that we hear about. But I think the food, the Chinese food,
yeah.
the people. And the fact that I think everybody over there is master kung fu specialists, right?
Yeah.
Like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
But Chinese people to me has always been great.
Yeah.
Awesome people, nice people. So, one love, as we say in Jamaica.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Blessings.
Yeah, okay.
Blessings.
Okay. 这老外他们对中国的文化、中国人都是很感兴趣的，而且他对 ，Thank you， 拜拜 ，OK， 他们呢就是都喜欢中国的食品，就中国的现在的食品也有名，影响力也有名，那这个会越来越厉害的。我要走了。今天的直播到此结束啊，我们也许晚上还会回来，啊。先看看打个招呼吧，把这个垃圾扔下。就是一个把实录吧，我在这边展会上交朋实友的过程都录下来了，大家也不去过多的去解释了。刚才这个老外呢，多米尼加过来的，他呢对中国可以说不是太了解，但是呢，他们都对中国人很友好，很喜欢中国人，对中国的食物尤其感兴趣，我要去换一个车，换一下车。说这样的话呢，我就暂停一下。他晚上可能还有活动，我还要回来继续播吧，把这个过程直接播放给大家，把这边的游艇生活、做贸易的探讨这个贸易机会的生活，直接播放给大家。哇，这是一个什么？这是一个大学的展位。这个大学DEI 比较厉害啊，到现在还挂着川普和那个哈里斯的头像。我觉得这就有点美国特色。他们是拜登和哈里斯的这个支持者。好吧，先停下来吧。转过来。非常感谢大家光临我的直播，感谢大家光临我的频道。我呢，这个艰苦奋斗啊，在这里奋斗了将近几个小时吧，5个小时有了。我会呢，今天晚上和明天继续给大家 做直播，把这边的交朋识友、发现商业机会的过程呢展示给大家，也希望大家从我的频道里面，从我的直播内容里发现商机，请大家关注、点赞、转发我的节目啊！我今天的形象该剪头发了，这个有点老气啊，大家忍耐一下，忍耐一下，那改天装扮一下啊！谢谢大家，再见，谢谢啊。